Been a while, but I'm finally back. Is day 201. And we're actually going to start renovating the village. So I've done a little bit. This is probably not going to be changed. In the other world, this was changed, but I think I'm going to keep it because it's kind of, well, it's okay for now. Although trespassers are not welcomed. I've changed a little bit over here. I'm basically just going to give a small rundown. I have a pit of leather for all of the lecterns I'm going to have to make. Yeah. I made a small dock over here for fishing. It's probably just where I'm going to be spending most of the time. I don't think I'm going to die while construction, but just in case. I'm going to move this tree over here and then have this area here be the center. Radskull's gonna get on or at least I'm gonna try and see if I can get him on. If I can, he's going to do the hallway of the trading hall, which I have a bit of a different design for it this time because as the way I have everything planned, yes, iron golems are going to spawn, but they're not going to spawn near the trading hall. Or at least, not all of them. Some of them will, and they'll be stuck in a pit for the rest of eternity. But I really just want to get this thing moved over, so that's what we're going to do now. So there we go. We got this whole thing moved from over here to over here. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to line up the villager breeder in front of this and build it off of here. I do want to do something with this here, but I don't know what I'm going to do yet. I'm going to try and get coordinates from the original world so I can try and make this as close to the original as possible. But for the time being, this is currently what I got. Probably going to add a few more of my own homemade lamps like this. But for now, here it is. Also, might move the leaves down an extra one off the tree because I don't know how I feel about that. Move the torches down an extra, move the leaf down extra, maybe. But currently, I kind of like how it looks extra tall, like it's actually a little bit older than some of the other trees. So as soon as Radskull says he's good to get on, I'll get back on and we can go ahead and begin. Which I'll be building the villager breeder and he will be working on the trading hall. Actually, before Radskull gets on, I think I might finish up the dock and try and make this look somewhat good. But I think I'm going to do that before Radskull gets on, so I'll be back to show you what they both look like before Radskull gets on. Alright, so I've done a lot of work. A lot more than I thought I would. I've finished off my little fishing dock, kind of. I've added a rail. I've added like a kind of a bit of a home base here. I did base this off another build I saw, but I kind of took my own spin on it as well. I'm really happy with how it came out. Let me collect these experience orbs while they're still here. So of course the fishing rod is right here. The thing for good items we get, enchantment books we get, fish we get, and it just so happens that there will also be one for the fish we get. And I am officially stuck in the furnace. So, there we go. And for the cooked fish as well. So, nope, that's not what I... There we go. No, not my axe. The cod. There we go. Name tags will go under good stuff. Pufferfish. I already have a stack of them. I do not need any more. I'm just gonna throw them out. I might want to get a lava thing set up over here. One about the same size as the one over by my bed. Considering the fact that I need lava to fuel the furnaces. But it's okay. I can run home or over there and wait for the cauldrons to get refilled and then work my way over. But that is the fishing dock itself. And then, of course, this is now back to the size it was. The only problem is I don't know what to do with it. I would, in any other situation, I'd turn that into the trading hall, but I think considering the height of it, let me just check quickly, because this is gonna be 3 blocks tall. So if I'm standing on that level, I'm gonna be able to see outside. So that's gonna be level 67. And anywhere back here, if it goes to 67, or, yeah, right here would be the top of it, so I'd have to pull that off, but, I mean, I could technically get that to be the, trading hall. I'm not going to. I don't want it to be the oh, I might. Oh no, I'll decide whenever Rad Skull gets on. But for the time being, that is everything so far. So, with that, now I actually have to wait for Rad Skull, which shouldn't be too much longer. So, hopefully he'll be on soon. And in the meantime, I'm just gonna wait for these things to refill. So, it'll probably be like day 2010 whenever you see me again. But that's because of how long these cauldrons take to refill. And with that long montage over, I can show you all the progress we made. And by we, I mean Rad Skull, me, and Artsy even got on for a little bit to help us out. So, we got the villager breeder built, we got all the villagers moved in, and we got them breeding the child. And then we also got the villager breeder completely built, or the trading hall completely built. Each one will have their own sections. We'll have stonemasons, fletchers, butchers, armorers, weaponsmiths. And then on this side, we're going to have librarians who will be selling enchantment books like protection, thorns, feather falling, sharpness, efficiency, mending, unbreaking, anything I'm going to need. And this is going to change. I have some materials in here. I'm going to need to add more. And Artsy found... I wonder if these are... I wonder if she got these out of my chest. Or if... I might need to go and check on that. But that's basically what I have for now. And then... I think that might be the end of this episode. Because all I'm going to do is take down these houses and... then I can start moving villagers in. So... yeah. I think that is actually the end of this episode, so I will see you all in the future.